Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oma and I'm glad to have you around on this channel today. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, hello. If you've been an old subscriber, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I do not take it for granted. Alright guys, today I want to tell you the importance of praying under the rising sun. Guys, praying under the rising sun is the best thing that can happen to anyone. Yes, it brings connection, it brings progress, you know, just like your normal prayer, just like you do your normal prayer every morning. Instead of doing it in the house, you come outside when the sun is about to rise, like when it's getting ready for the sun to come out, when the color is orange, you come out and pray to God facing the sun. You know that the sun, where the sun comes from, is the east. You face the east, the rising sun. Guys, there is nothing that God cannot do for you through when you pray facing the rising sun. Sun energy is a very wonderful energy. Fire or sun. For some people that will not understand, they will be like, what is sun energy again? Yes, sun energy. It's an fire element. It's the same thing as sun because it's a source of light. Sun energy. It doesn't matter if your energy is sun. It doesn't matter if your element is, fire. The truth is that even if you're water, even if you're air, that is where, of course, that is your element. From there, you can start, all right, to call on other elements. You're not having problems with other elements or other energies. So when you want to pray, don't say, I'm not fire element. I cannot pray using sun. No, it doesn't work like that. Sun is for everybody. It's a source of light for everybody. All right? Yes, we are under here. We are on this earth and the sun is above us. All right? Reaching out to everybody all over the world. So why won't you pray facing the sun? There are so many things, so many benefits of praying facing the sun. You can come outside. If you know you cannot come outside, maybe you're not staying in the village. If you're not staying in the village, you can actually do it in your house. Make an altar where you pray, where you offer your prayers. Let it face the sun. Even if you make the altar in your house, let it be that you make the altar through the sun direction, the sun energy direction, that is the east. Let it be facing the east, even if you do it inside your house. Just go outside, check where the sun is rising from, and connect it to where you want to make this your altar. The altar of prayer. Anything can be in your altar. Just like the Catholics, they have the image of God, they have the image of the angels, they have the image of Jesus, they have, you can make your altar and keep whatever you want to keep there. Do you understand? You can make your altar and keep whatever you keep there. So whatever you wish to keep, so long as that is where you communicate. That is what where you pray and communicate when you want to do some things. When you want to pray, when you want to ask for favor. That is where you communicate. Sun energy is a very wonderful energy, guys. If you know that there is something that you've been asking God for, maybe someone is trying to oppress you, someone is dealing with you, someone is trying to take what rightly belongs to you, do your prayers, offer prayers, do prayers during this time from 12 p.m. when you know that this sun is so bright. So from 12 p.m. you can start from 12 p.m. and do it to 1 p.m. in the afternoon. You can also do it by 3 p.m. It depends on the prayer. We have different timings. If you want to do something like back to sender, you would do it when the sun sets. In the evening time, when the sun is about to set, you are sending the sun. The sun is a messenger. You are sending the sun on an errand to carry this your prayer, to carry this your wish to God Himself. Yes. Praying under the sun is not diabolic. Using the sun energy to pray is not diabolic. None of the things we do here are diabolic, because all these things are elements of nature. It's just like you communicating with your own spirit. The truth, why do people run helter-skelter? It is because they've not discovered who they are. We are spirits that are covered and clothed. We are spirits that are covered in a body. If you doubt me, go to where they have pronounced someone dead. You remember, you would see totally that the person's body is lifeless. But the spirit that makes the person to be breathing, that spirit that gives the person that gave the person that life, that spirit that gave the person that breath, you will notice that there is no human being without spirit. That's once that spirit leaves the body, the person is dead. It's pronounced dead. And once the person is dead, that is where you see that a lot of things will start happening to the body. After the body is being laid to rest, the body can decay. A lot of things will start happening to the body. But how have you asked yourself what's up with that spirit that left the body? Where does it return to? This is a very broad topic. This is a very deep topic. I want people to understand that it is time you stop getting deceived. Stop being deceived. Now, before I deviate from what I was teaching, yes, there are things you can use to do prayers. There are things you can use to do prayers. Okay? You can if you know that you can reach Nzu, that is the white chalk. Edo, for peace. I've thought about it on this channel severally. If you don't know what these things are, please, you can go to my previous videos, okay? You will see them. Edo, Nzu, and kola nut, that is Oji. Native kola nut. Then you can use any drink of your choice. Any drink of your choice. You can use any drink of your choice, so long as it's a white drink, white dry gin. Use it to do some prayers. Okay? By the time you are doing it, the unzu, that is the white chalk, means purity, means you came with a pure heart. So long as your heart is pure, this prayer will work for you. It is working for a lot of people. It's just like you doing your normal prayer every morning. You do it you will feel fulfilled in your spirit. Your spirit will feel fed. Your spirit will feel fed. Because the truth is that many people, they don't even understand that we are just bodies. Spirits are living in us. It is your spirit that sometimes when you want to do something, your spirit will talk to you and say, don't do this, don't do that. Because you are not even in alignment with your spirit, with the spirit that lives in you. That is your guardian angel. If you are not even in connection with your guardian angel, how will you be able to know when the guardian angel is talking to you or not? All right? You pray. I've talked to you guys about how you can do all these things. You pray when you lift up your kola nut. The kola nut is the ear of the spirit. Let me tell you, allow the spirit in you to communicate with other spirits. What are you saying? You cannot do these things on your own. You are just a human being. You are only a human being. You cannot do this by yourself. This is why, do you realize that sleep is a temporal death? Spirit, as in sleep, is a temporal death. Do you realize that your spirit, when someone sleeps, go to bed, the spirit starts wandering about? There are so many things you can say when you are sleeping. There are so many things your spirit says when you are sleeping. Sometimes you see yourself that your spirit is trying to communicate with the other spirits. You see, your spirit is trying to communicate with other spirits. Why do you think there is death? Where do you think the spirit that leaves the body go to when death occurs? Stop being deceived. Stop being deceived. Somebody will tell you that, okay, you have a spiritual spouse and I'm going to do separation for you. Separation from what exactly? Separation from what? Someone came to tell me that she actually went to a place that did separation for her and her life has been in this array, that her life has never been the same, that her spiritual spouse threatens to kill her, that the spiritual spouse says he will never have anything to do with her, dead or alive. Spiritual spouse, your shadow. You want to separate yourself from your shadow. Someone told you that he or she is going to do separation for you. Do you know the implications of what you're going into and what you are agreeing to? Let's have a discussion. Let's talk. Are you ready for us to talk? Let's even stop, listening to all the teachings in the world. Let's now reason with our head. Let's reason with our head, with our brains. Because the truth is that God is so wise that when He created us, He blessed us with brains for us to use it and think. We have heads, different brains. We have brains and our brains function differently depending on what you fed your brain with. Okay, now let's talk. Who are those spirits that are your spiritual spouses? Who are those spirits? Why do those spirits have power over you to disturb you as a human being? If this spirit is not familiar and assigned to you from the origin, how can this spirit have access to you sexually in the spirit? Are we talking? Let me take, for instance, I am not married. You are not married. No, the man knows you from nowhere, from Adam's. This time around, I'm not talking about rape. I'm not talking about rape. Rape happens without consent. Are we talking? Rape takes place without consent. Rape takes place because this person is taking advantage of that very person, his victim or her victim per se, without his or her knowledge, without his or her consent. Do you know what the spirits do to you? They sleep with you at will. They don't care. They sleep with you at will. If your spiritual spouse is active, they sleep with you at will. You cannot do anything to them to stop them, but your body is there. Your spirit welcomes them. Your spirit is a spirit. The spiritual spouse is a spirit. They have an agreement that your body is not aware of. Remember, you as a human reincarnated into another body. Your spirit reincarnated into another body. Someone is not married to me. He comes to sleep with me at will. I do nothing to him. Even when do you know that I've seen someone who came to tell me that she enjoys sleeping with her spiritual spouse and she doesn't care because her spiritual spouse gives her money, pays her bills, and handles her very well. A lady, and this lady is not married. I told her, seriously, you need to do something about it, because if not, you won't have an earthly husband, and this is going to stop you from multiplying into the world. Because the truth is that your spiritual spouse cannot get you pregnant in the physical realm. Your spiritual spouse can get you pregnant in the spiritual realm because your spiritual spouse, it is a spirit. Your spirit that lives in you, there, both of them can have something to do with each other. And they will give birth in the spiritual realm. Many people have children in the spiritual realm. Do you know what happens? In the end, when the body dies, the spirit returns back to where it came from. Yes, the spirit returns back to where it came from. They have an agreement. This agreement was made before your birth. Do you know how many times you have reincarnated as a human? Now, if God didn't want to allow this to happen, what do you think? Do you think God himself is not capable of not allowing this to happen? Are we talking? I want us to think. And now somebody told you that he or she has the ability, the capability, the monopoly of destroying the spirit and separating you, whom a spirit lives in, separating your spirit from that very spirit that is a spiritual spouse. And you agreed and signed it and said, yes, that is the beginning of your problem. Now, if your problem was 80%, I can assure you that this problem will be increased to 1 million. If there is anything like that. Are we talking? You need to think. Like, some people are so confused. What is the need to separate when you can have a peaceful agreement? What is the need? What is the need of separation when you can actually have an agreement? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why don't you look for an avenue of settlement instead of separation? These spirits, talk to the spirit that lives in you, that needs that very spirit so badly that they have something to do with. Because the truth is that if your spirit, the spirit that lives in you, did not give access, do not agree, there won't be anything like what has happened or what is about to happen. This is the reason you should do what? Think very deeply before taking certain decisions to avoid more problems coming into your life. Okay, so because I don't want this video to be a very long one, I will stop here. We can continue later. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all and do have a lovely day.